In September of 2023, Laura Owens went public with a claim that she was pregnant with former Bachelor Clayton Echard's twins. 20 months later, in May of 2025, she was indicted in Maricopa County, Arizona on 7 felony counts, including fraud, forgery, perjury, and tampering with evidence. But the Maricopa County Attorney's Office did not stop investigating, and 6 months later, Laura would be facing more charges. Laura Owens has been indicted on 7 new felony charges. On November 4th, 2025, Laura Owens was indicted on 7 additional felony charges, bringing the total to 14. These new charges involve 3 victims: Greg Gillespie, physician's assistant Lisa Daniels, and the woman whose ultrasound Laura stole, altered, and claimed as her own to convince Greg she was pregnant with twins. This video breaks down each felony count and the publicly available evidence supporting them. Count 8. Perjury, a Class 4 felony. Laura has been charged with perjury for a false statement that she made during a deposition on March 1st, 2024, in the Laura Owens v. Clayton Echard paternity case. Count 8. Laura Michelle Owens, on or about March 1st, 2024, in regard to a material issue and believing it to be false, did make a false sworn statement, to wit, claim that Laura Owens did not send ultrasound to Greg Gillespie. In the first message from August 6, 2023, Laura writes to Greg after sending him a sonogram image. She tells him, quote, "Looks like you're going to be a dad to 1 or 2 babies. Was sick enough to go to the clinic this afternoon and had to get an ultrasound to make sure I wasn't having an ectopic pregnancy. I wasn't. I found out that I've been pregnant with twins." In the next message, sent August 8, 2023, Laura sends another ultrasound and says, quote, "Here you go, an ultrasound and a lawsuit. Went to the ER to get an ultrasound. She didn't see a second fetus, so it's probably gone because of the abortion. The other looks fine, but who knows how it will end up." Count 9. Fraudulent schemes and artifices. A Class 2 felony. Between July 1st, 2021 and August 17th, 2022, Laura Owens allegedly carried out a scheme to defraud victim, Greg Gillespie, by claiming to be pregnant with his twins. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office found evidence that she falsified documents to bolster that claim. Count 9. Laura Michelle Owens, on or between July 1st, 2021 and August 17th, 2022, pursuant to a scheme or artifice to defraud, knowingly did obtain a benefit from Greg Gillespie by means of fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, or material omissions. This is a preview of the Laura Owens versus Greg Gillespie Padlet timeline. A link to the full timeline can be found in the video description. The interactive timeline details their relationship, court filings, text messages, emails, and other key evidence that illustrates how this case developed over time. For more information about everything related to Laura Owens, visit our website at allthebestresearch.com. The link can be found in the description for this video. On our website, you'll find comprehensive timelines, Substack articles, and a link to our video coverage on our YouTube channel, along with additional resources from a variety of creators and investigators across the internet. At the top of the list here, you can see the Laura Owens case's timeline. It's a comprehensive timeline covering the years from 2014 through today, and it details each of her court cases, including those involving Mike Maricini, Uber, Greg Gillespie, a local area contractor, Clayton Echard, and Dave Neal. Due to the size and length of details in the Laura Owens timeline, it's best accessed on a computer rather than a mobile device. We've also broken down each case into its own individual timeline to make them easier to navigate, though those are also best viewed on a computer or tablet. All of the timelines include filings, hearings, evidence, communications, and related legal documents, along with many other materials that provide a complete picture of each case. Laura herself described them as forensic-level timelines because of how much detail and documentation each one contains. They are designed to give a clear chronological view of how each case unfolds and how her overall pattern of conduct developed over time. Count 10, taking the identity of another, a Class 4 felony. On August 6, 2021, Laura sent Greg a sonogram image that she claimed was hers. Prosecutors allege the image was stolen from a mother who had posted it in a 2018 blog about vanishing twins. That mother is now identified as the 3rd victim in this case. Count 10. Laura Michelle Owens, on or about August 6, 2021, knowingly did take, purchase, manufacture, record, possess, or use any personal identifying information or entity identifying information of redacted without consent, with the intent to obtain or use the identity for any unlawful purpose, or to cause loss to a person, or with the intent to obtain or continue employment. These screenshots show part of a text conversation from August 6, 2021, the first time Laura sent the stolen ultrasound image to Greg. In the messages, she tells him she had just been to the clinic and claims the image came from her own medical appointment. She says she is pregnant with twins, but that because she has taken abortion medication, one of the twins may have passed or wasn't doing well. Greg was on the phone with Laura during this exchange and recorded the call, which we'll hear in a moment. When he questions what she means, Laura sends him a zoomed-in version of the same ultrasound, pointing to what she says is the area showing that one of the babies is not doing well. Here we see the results of a Google Lens search that Greg ran on the ultrasound image that Laura sent him. The search returned a match, and Greg then sent that result back to Laura. Next, we'll hear the part of their recorded phone call, which can be found on Schnitzel Ninja's YouTube channel, where Greg asks Laura why the image she sent him is identical to an ultrasound that he found online. You can find Schnitzel Ninja's YouTube channel in the description of this video.
Okay.
Aren't you excited? This is what I've always wanted, kids. Oh my gosh. So in that picture, the baby looks about 5 weeks and 4 days old. And that's
5 weeks and 4 days. I estimated that. That's not what Greg, that's not at all.
No, I said it. No, the baby's about 5 weeks and 4 days. You didn't say that. It's not in the text. I'm just telling you, it looks like it's about 5 weeks and 4 days
What does
old.
that even mean?
That's exactly the day that we did it. So, like, this
5
is
weeks and 4 days? It says 5, I think it was 5 weeks. What are you talking about?
It says 5 weeks. Yeah, that's right when we did.
I estimated the date. What are you talking about?
Oh, you estimated the date.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it on there.
I estimated. They asked you when you think you got pregnant.
Oh. So your pills didn't work.
I didn't say my pills didn't work. I got an ultrasound today.
I know, but they didn't work.
Did you not see that the other thing is like the tiniest thing you've ever seen? It clearly stopped the growth in that.
Wait, what thing? That's not a child. There's no twins in this picture.
Yeah, there are. Do you want me to zoom in on it for you?
Yeah, I don't know. There's no twins in this photo.
Yeah, there is.
Where? I don't know. I know how to read ultrasounds. This is a single baby.
You know how to read ultrasounds?
Yeah.
Here, I'll just screenshot it for you.
That's cool.
I don't deserve this. I deserve you to keep your...
So wait, why didn't you answer the question about the photo online?
I did. What did you want me to say?
Why is it your photo?
It's not my photo.
Why not? You don't wait. Didn't you find it peculiar how similar it looks?
No, I don't find anything peculiar with an ultrasound photo. They all look the same.
They do?
All ultrasounds look virtually the same. I don't find anything weird with that.
Count 11, Forgery, a Class 4 felony. As we just saw, on August 6, 2023, Laura used a stolen ultrasound image to try to convince Greg that she was pregnant. She is now charged with forgery for altering that image. It later became known as the Fiverr ultrasound after a Fiverr watermark was spotted by Dave Neal, Megan Fox, and viewers during a live YouTube stream. Count 11, Laura Michelle Owens, on or about August 6, 2021, with intent to defraud, did offer or present to Greg Gillespie, to wit, ultrasound image belonging to redacted, a forged instrument, or one which contained false information.
So what's interesting here, and by the way, there's also, I never saw this. What are we seeing here? What's this? HEVN? Is this are you seeing this? I'm literally.
Yeah, that looks like a watermark.
What the hell's going on here?
What is
How
that? Go. Wait
You know
a
what?
minute. Go back in.
I never noticed it, and now I can't see it. I can't unsee it. What the hell is that? VENNVEN.
That's a watermark.
What weird.
That's
Did
a
she
watermark.
possibly alter this? Okay, hold on a second. I don't know, but could she have possibly altered this in one of those apps that she was using the free version of the?
She tried to blur out the watermark. That's
Someone
why there's
says
a
it
blur.
says. Someone says it says twin. I don't know if that's true. I don't twin. Is this a T? And it's
with
that
a period.
I'm having a hard time with this. I'll tell you what.
TWEN, it looks like to me.
It's almost better if you look at it right here. But either way, the point is
Danielle
that
it says Fiverr.
oh no! Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. This is why you do it live. And
I
again,
thought that was a joke. But the truth is, I think that's what it says.
So let's just zoom in on Jane's image, and oh my gosh, it's so apparent to see. How the hell?
Oh my God!
Are we? I am losing it. Now, hold on a second. Does the original have this? Because no, the original doesn't have it. The original doesn't have this. So this right here.
She paid someone on Fiverr to Photoshop a sonogram.
And she didn't even pay the. I mean, if you pay, when you pay the bill, they take the thing away. Is the chat room losing their mind? I would be losing my mind right now. You know what would probably work is if I took this image.
Oh my God!
So
That's it. That's it. That's what it is.
Literally. Holy.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
On December 13th, 2024, Laura appeared on her attorney's YouTube channel to answer questions about her dating history. During the interview, she was asked about Greg Gillespie and whether she had ever sent him an ultrasound image. Laura not only denied ever sending Greg an ultrasound, she also denied ever having one.
Gillespie is who I had.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Gillespie. Yeah. Oof.
I was too early on to get a sonogram or anything, so I was terminated, very, very early on.
Gillespie and Dave Neal said that you send him a sonogram with a Fiverr logo on it or something, or a sonogram.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
According to you, you never sent a sonogram to Gillespie, but he said that you did.
Right, he did, but he also knew I was too early to get a sonogram. That's why this doesn't even make any sense. I was too early and I sued him for abortion coercion for the fact that he made me get an abortion.
So your side of the story is that you didn't send him a fake sonogram, but he has a fake sonogram. So he either sent it to himself and made a fake email from Laura, or somebody hacked into your email. I mean, this is back in the day. So it was way before the JSC people were even in existence. I'm just trying to figure out what do you claim happened here with him?
But I didn't send him anything.
This is the thing where Dave Neal found some woman who said that this was her sonogram and that you stole it. That was all what that is. And you didn't steal this woman's sonogram, but she apparently is calling for you to die and be in prison because this sonogram was taken. All right.
Ironically, Laura sent Greg an email on August 13th, 2021, stating that she could file criminal charges against Greg for fraud. She threatened to go forward with criminal and civil charges unless Greg agreed to date her. Count 12. Laura Michelle Owens, on or between August 13th, 2021 and August 24th, 2021, knowingly obtained or sought to obtain property or services from Greg Gillespie by means of a threat to accuse Greg Gillespie of a crime or bring criminal charges against him. This is an email from Laura Owens sent on August 13th, 2021 to victim Greg Gillespie. And the subject is charges going forward. Hi, I wanted to ask you one last time if you wanted to keep all of the promises that you made me, and if so, I will voluntarily dismiss all charges and agree to not file anything again regardless of the outcome. At any point during this process, you could have said, "Whoa, that's too much to ask, I'm out." You didn't take that opportunity though. You kept telling me you would keep your word and then afterwards made horrible statements to me about how I was crazy for wanting what you told me you wanted. The key here is that you waited until after I took the pills, when you had every opportunity to tell me your real feelings during the process. Our relationship was not under normal circumstances whatsoever. It wasn't like we just dated and I asked you to be together with huge expectations that you weren't ready. That would definitely not constitute a lawsuit. In our case, though, we created human life that I wanted to carry to term, and you manipulated me into not doing that. I set very high expectations because I wanted to know that you were not going to leave. You knew exactly the impact that an abortion would have had on me. You brought this on yourself. At this point, I need to know that I proceeded with this for a reason. As of this morning, I am still pregnant with a single baby, not two, and will not terminate it unless you keep to your word. I have wanted to and still want to go out with you because I want to believe that you meant what you told me so many times and that I didn't make this decision because of empty promises and extreme pressure from you. If not, I have been advised to file criminal charges against you for fraud, where I can easily establish my case. The elements needed for this charge are to establish misrepresentation of fact by someone who knows the presented fact is false. In addition, that person should rely on the misrepresentation to cause injury or losses to someone else. It's a Class 2 felony that carries probation to 1 year in jail or a prison sentence. I do not want to go this route at all, but I will if things are as they appear to be right now, and that you wanted me to get an abortion at all costs, knowing the impact it would have on me. I don't want to spend another minute on this because I know neither of us have the time, but I absolutely will if needed. All I want is what you told me you wanted if I got an abortion, a real, genuine relationship, where we, even though we have no idea if it works in the end or not, we really try. Let me know what you want, that, and if not, I don't have any moral issues proceeding with this on a civil and criminal level. You can text or call me whenever you like. Laura. Counts 13 and 14, forgery and taking the identity of another, Class 4 felonies. On August 15th, 2021, Laura emailed Greg a screenshot of a medical note written by physician assistant Lisa Daniels, the fourth victim in this case. Laura claimed the note came from her own patient portal. That note is now the basis for the felony charges of forgery and taking the identity of another. Count 13. Laura Michelle Owens, on or about August 15th, 2021, with intent to defraud, did offer or present to Greg Gillespie, to wit, note from Lisa Daniels, a forged instrument or one which contained false information. Count 14. Laura Michelle Owens, on or about August 15th, 2021, knowingly did take, purchase, manufacture, record, possess, or use any personal identifying information or entity identifying information of Lisa Daniels without consent, with the intent to obtain or use the identity for any unlawful purposes or to cause loss to a person, or with the intent to obtain or continue employment. This email is sent from Laura to Greg Gillespie on August 15th, 2021, with the subject update. Hi. The process server has tried to serve you twice and said you were home on both occasions but chose not to answer the door. He took photos both times. He's an officer of the court, and if you don't answer on his third attempt, we will have to go to the court to get an order to post the proof of service on your door. It doesn't look good for you to the court when you know these documents are coming, but you choose not to receive them. I think I have found representation for the case, and I am waiting to make a decision until, if I hear back from you. Joe Cotchett is an attorney in California who is also licensed to practice federally and across state lines. Full disclosure, he's also a close family friend who said I should have filed for more money and additional charges. I have not told my family that I spoke with him. He has known me since I was a kid, knows my character, and completely believes me when I say you are the only person I slept with since my ex and I broke up in early February of last year. Here are the notes I took. I sent him an entire text history directly from AT&T records, including my many texts to you. He said that my communication with you was completely valid given the situation and that I gave you several opportunities to bow out of the situation without consequences, so long as I was able to continue with the pregnancy. He agreed that you were trying to trap me by not answering the door and taking a photo of me checking on you when you said you had COVID and I was concerned for your well-being. He said that you were dating someone then and even now. That is further testament to the fact that you did not intend to keep your promises and that it looks very bad for you. He also said that my texts after the medical abortion were not harassment, given your promises to me, and that any reasonable person would have reacted the same way. He said that regardless of if I was the one who took the pills or not, your behavior was manipulation. He is also one of my dad's closest friends and did not appreciate that when I poured my heart out to you about his medical issues and me wanting you to meet him if you were serious, you said that you understood. That was not okay if those weren't your intentions. My hesitancy in hiring him is that he wants to talk about this to the media because he thinks it would be a landmark case. You aren't the first guy to coerce a girl into an abortion, and he thinks there should be legal consequences for men who do that to prevent it from happening. I have attached notes from my visit with One Medical on Friday confirming my pregnancy with likely defects. I asked them for a note for your sake that I could also use in evidence if we keep going this way. Your behavior on the call we had on July 16th with the nurse practitioner was also noted, and she would testify on my behalf in court. Here are more texts with me telling you I did not want an abortion if it weren't for you and my expectations. I have many people who will testify about my character, including men I have dated, and how the anxiety I showed in text messages was very unlike me and clearly as a result of extreme stress. Please let me know if you read any of my emails and if you have thought more about whether or not you would want to keep your promise. Your lack of response looks even more favorable to my side, since it shows that you did not intend to keep your word. This isn't about me being bitter after a regular relationship and you ghosting. It's about me being destroyed that you had me get an abortion under totally false pretenses, and now I can't undo the damage. I have not asked you for a commitment to marriage. I have asked you to give it a real shot like you claimed you wanted and drop this for good, waiving my rights to try this again. You can call, email, or text me, or I will continue with this, which is the last thing I want to do. Laura. This is the One Medical note attached to the previous email. It appears to be sent from Lisa Daniels, a physician assistant, on August 13th, 2021 at 4:31 p.m., and the subject is your pregnancy. Hi, Laura. Thank you for coming in today. Based on your physical examination and reviewing your test results, urine and ultrasound from both in our office and with outside providers, we can confirm that your pregnancy is viable and consistent with the date you provided of intercourse on June 30th or July 1st. A fetal heartbeat was detected. Since you took medical abortion pills, injury to the fetus is likely, but the extent of the damage is unknown at this point. Please seek care from an obstetrician going forward. I have followed up with Julie Aldrich regarding the call she had with you and the father of the child on July 16th. She noted that he came off as a potential domestic abuser and remarked on his seemingly controlling and dominating behavior. She said that she was concerned for your well-being and is happy to testify on your behalf. Please let us know if you require any additional information for your legal case. Best of luck, Lisa. Here we have a screen recording of all available emails that Laura sent Greg between August 13th and August 24th, 2021, the time period covered by the indictment for extortion. You can pause at any point to read the messages in full, or skip ahead about 30 seconds. Laura Owens now faces 14 felony charges in Maricopa County, including fraud, forgery, perjury, tampering with evidence, identity theft, and theft by extortion. Because the state has alleged multiple victims, aggravating factors, and offenses committed on separate occasions, she qualifies as a Class 2 repetitive offender under Arizona sentencing law. If the court gave her the maximum on every charge and ran them all consecutively, the sentence would add up to around 131 years.
Lights in the driveway, pounding on the door. She said, "Are you serious right now?" Oh yeah, they were serious. Premeditated scheme, a hookup gone wrong. Claimed they were twins, but the lie went long. He said, "We never did." She said, "Oh, we did." Now the truth won't stay hid. Documents fly, affidavits collide. Truth and rumor choose their sides. Stories twisted, evidence blurred. The gavel drops, the verdict heard. Coffee's hot, the gang's all here. Sun's not up, the raid is near. Looming shadows fade to white. No peace left in the morning light. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 new charges, no fair warning. Blue lights flashing, knocks on the door. They said, "Open up." She said, "What for?" 7 old secrets they can't ignore. 7 new stories twist the score. Yeah, they said, "Rise and shine, the day's begun." But it's not even 7, and she can't run. Oh, 7 knocks before it's bright. Oh, 7 ways to tell wrong from right. Oh, 7 sirens screaming loud. Early morning raid, deafening sound. Forgery, doubled identity theft. Extortion whispered under breath. She said, "You're kidding." They said, "We're not." 14 counts coming in hot. The ink's still wet on a brand new page. 14 felonies, center stage. The past keeps knocking as the sirens fade. Truth cuts sharper than the lie she made. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. 14 charges, no fair warning. Blue lights blaze like a battle cry. She said, "Why me?" They said, "Don't lie." 7 secrets cracked in two. 7 more came crashing through. She said, "This can't be real." They said it is. 14 counts, chef's kiss. Started with 7, the headline screamed. Schemes and perjury, forged and dreamed. 7 more felonies, cherry on top. She's trending again, it just won't stop. It's not even 7, yes, the cops carry guns. 7 lessons learned, nowhere to run. Yeah, they said, "Rise and shine, the day's begun." But it's not even 7, this ain't fun. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. 14 felonies, thunder forming, and a storm is forming. But the truth's transforming. But the truth's transforming. They doubled it. Yeah, they really doubled it. It's not even 7 in the morning. Now I have 14, I told you. All I did was get pregnant by the effing Bachelor. California's been dismissed, but maybe this has just begun. Let's make it 21. Oh.